Oh, wait. So who wanted to see the Broadway show and who wanted to see me?
I wanted to see you.
Oh, baby. Yo. Hey. Now I know why you got your arm around her, sir. I get it. I get it. Not the first time. Guilty.
Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I need you to make as much noise as you can for Nathan Habib!
Thank you guys. Wow. Amazing. Thank you guys. I've been dating a bunch this year, right? Or as I call it, spending $100 on a stranger I will never see again. Here's how I know I'm a piece of garbage, all right? I will rarely give a homeless person a quarter. But if you're hot with no personality, I will always buy you sushi. 100%. And not that like cheap takeout roll stuff too. I'm talking like omakase, toro tuna, right? With some sake on the side. So your boy might get some sake on the side, you know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah. The worst is when you have like nothing to talk about on a date. That's the worst. When you're like thinking about what to say, even though the glass is empty. This woman was struggling. She was just kind of like, okay, what if you could just travel anywhere you want? You could just teleport there. Where would you go? And I'm trying to save the date, right? So I just look at her and I'm just like, right here, right now. She was like, wow, that was like really good. That was really good. That was really good. But really, where would you go? I was like, I think I'd go to Spain. She's like, interesting, why Spain? And I was like, because my ex is there and I miss her very much. I'm over it. I went on a date with a sommelier, which was interesting because she didn't look East African. I was like, Captain Phillips, nothing? That's weird. She cut me off in the middle of the date. She was like, hey, I don't want to waste your time. I just want you to know I want an even amount of kids. What? But you got to respect it, right? Because you don't show up to the date, like that's dating in your 30s, right? Like you don't show up to the date to give compliments. You show up to the meeting to give your requirements. And she wants an even amount of kids. You got to respect it. So I was like, all right, can that mean 0 kids? She was like, what? 0's not even a number. I was like, no, 0 is a number. It's an even number, right? Because when you divide 0 by 2, the quotient turns out to be 0, an integer, therefore making it an even number. I said all that shit to her face. She was like, what? You're weird. I was like, woman, you are odd, okay? Yeah. I got even with her. I'm not messing around. I don't play that. My friend, he's dating someone, and he said the fastest way to know if you're compatible with someone is by traveling with them. He said, yeah, he was like, that's why he said this, he said, that's why I'm taking my girl abroad, I'm taking her to Hawaii. I was like, you need Duolingo, because that's not what abroad means. I think it's important to travel after a good breakup. I got broken up with, I dated this woman for 5 years, and she broke up with me in a Starbucks. Yeah, in a supermarket, Starbucks. Yeah. It sounds more depressing, but it's actually like way more convenient. No, think about it. It's like, okay, just got broken up with. Let me get like a bucket of ice cream, some hand lotion, some tissues for the tears. She said I wasn't independent enough. I was like, I don't want to hear that, right? So I was like, fuck this, I'm out of here, So I got in my car, right? Not my car, my parents' car. And whatever. I was like, I think I hit my low point. I was in the car, like, I think I hit my low point. Which is not all bad, because you know what they say, right? Like, when you're at your low, you can only go up. Okay, cool. Some people are at their low point tonight. Thank you. I appreciate you being vulnerable and sharing. So I drove back to my spot, and I had it. I told my roommates, I was like, Mom, Dad, listen. It's time for me to see the world, all right? I want to go to Peru. I got to see the world. Really what I was thinking is like, yo, I need to take a picture in front of Machu Picchu immediately, post it on the IG so the EX will be super jealous, right? Regret every decision. My parents were like, all right, just go to Peru. What do you want from us? And I was like, do you have any mileage points I could borrow? That would be dope if you have any mileage points. Peru was dope. Loved Peru. I don't speak any Spanish though, which is, I'm from California. I should know Spanish. It's embarrassing. Here's how I know I was like really bad at it. I tried to call the waiter over, right? So I was just kind of like, ya quiero agua, por favor. Like the Spanish is bad, but the accent's legit. We can all agree the accent's great. I was like, quiero agua, por favor. And the only reason I know how to say that is because of the Chihuahua in the Taco Bell commercial. Chihuahua's a dog in Spanish. And listen, if you don't get the Taco Bell reference, you're just like too young to know your gender, okay? That was the best campaign. My dating thing is serious, though. I bought a book about it, bro. I'm serious. I bought a book about dating. How Not to Die Alone. Yeah, not my proudest purchase. Here's some advice. Don't go into the bookstore like buying a book, How Not to Die Alone. Buy that shit online. I go into the bookstore, I'm trying to like cover the cover, you know what I mean? Some old lady behind me in line is like, all right, so what did you pick out? I'm like, it's none of your business, ma'am. I got Harry Potter, but mind your own business. I go to pay, the guy in the cashier is like, all right, what do we have here? Oh, okay. Would you like a receipt and a hug? Do we need to call somebody? Are you okay? I learned a lot from this book. Blew my mind. Check this out. This is wild. Anything that humans can measure, we automatically assume it's important. And the dating apps make you put in your height. Yeah. So they like perpetuate that trait. They make that trait more important than it really is. Right? Like, how tall are you, bro? What's that, 5'8"? Okay. Did you see what the fuck just happened here? I just asked this gentleman a simple question. How tall are you? And the dude sounded like a mouse, bro. I don't know. You couldn't hear a goddamn thing. It's all good, bro. So like, look, so I'm like 6'2", right? And I'm not like better than you or anything like that, right? But here's what the book said. Bro, what's your name, bro? Abdullah? Oh, well, we're here to party, bro. Damn. This is amazing. This was meant to happen. Okay. I'm all up, dog. I went to Burning Man the last couple of years, bro. I'm all up, all right? Here's what the book said, though. Okay. Abdullah, right? Okay. So there's a certain amount of money that you need to make more than me every year per inch for you to be my level of sexy. How insane is that, bro? It's wild. But Abdullah, like, you seem like a well put together guy, right? Like, I'm sure you got a good gig, right? Like, what do you do, bro? What's that?
Confectionery sweets.
You make sweets?
I mean, I have a company that makes sweets.
You own a company that makes candy. Sweets. Not candy, sweets. Dog, it's candy, all right? I didn't know you could be like, you know, like smug about candy. It's like, no, these bitches make candy. I make sweets, okay? Have some respect. Have some goddamn respect. All right, tight. And this is like your thing. All right, well, I got bad news. You gotta make a lot of fucking sweets. Halloween, 2 weeks away. And maybe you got a chance, or else put some boots on. But look, Abdullah, like, it's all love, bro, right? We said all love. And that's why it doesn't matter that you're short. Because the point is, like, it's not even a trait. It's not even a trait that matters, right? And that's the problem with these dating apps, right? They don't let you, like, measure the traits that actually do matter, right? Like loyalty, generosity, respect. Maybe they do, like, a little bit, right? Like, if a woman, like, has a picture of herself, like, showing off her dinner, you know she has no respect. No, because there's children starving in Somalia, and that's just that's not cool. It's not cool. And if a guy puts on his profile something like, hey, I'd love to take you to KFC for some chicken and dickin', you know that guy's not loyal, right? He's generous. It's a generous offer, not loyal. And it's not even the dating, it's like, there's more than the dating apps, man. It's like social media makes you feel like you'll never find true love, bro. It's wild. Like, I can't tell you, my feed is just like filled with couples just being like, I just want to take a moment and wish my boo a happy birthday. Right, you're the peanut butter to my jelly and I love you so much. Right, like, I see that and I become jelly. For the boomers, jelly is short for jealous. Don't worry, social media doesn't turn you into like apricot jam or whatever. Apricot sweets or whatever. But we're all trying to find the one, right? We're all just trying to find the one. But here's what my married friend said, very profound. He said this, he said, there's no such thing as the one. Multiple people can be our soulmate. He said this, he said, it might sound weird, but actually my wife is a one. And I was like, nah, dude, your girl's at least a 3. Like, I don't know why you would say that about your girl. I just feel like we're all looking for the right person the same way we're looking for the right vacuum on Amazon. Right? We like look at a photo, we read about the item, and then we add to cart. But we're not vacuums. We change over the years. Humans change. Like a vacuum will always want to suck your dirt. Right? 5 years from now, 10 years from now, it will always want to suck dirt. Right? You'll never open up your closet and your vacuum is just kind of like, hey, listen, not tonight, okay, honey? I'm like, my bag is full, I have low energy. Maybe on your birthday, I don't know. And that sexual chemistry, so important, right? Critical. I was dating someone for a little bit, and it was off. It was a little off. Like, I would try to like text her like sexy things, right? Check it out, right? I'd be like, yo, girl, do you want to know what Naughty Nate was thinking about last night? You can take that. And her response was this. She said, sure, feel free to send that over. I'm like, this isn't like a work email. I'm not sending you a PDF right now. No, so we broke up, but I did it tastefully. I was like, we broke up over email, you know? I was like, we're done, see attached. I don't know, man. What do you think is like the key to like a healthy relationship? Is there like a secret to this shit?
Compromise.
Compromise? You said it like you never compromise. He's like, compromise, but fuck that shit, right? Like, I'm not gonna do that. That's insane. That's cute. Like, what's like the latest thing you have to compromise? And don't say this show, because that'll make
We're
me.
here for our anniversary, and we saw a Broadway play.
Nice. So this is kind of like your like palate cleanser in a way. Nice. Oh wait. So who wanted to see the Broadway show and who wanted to see me?
I wanted to see you.
Oh, baby. Yo. Hey. Hey. Now I know why you got your arm around her, sir. I get it. I get it. Not the first time. Guilty. Compromise. Listen, we can compromise. All right, no, I'll move on. That was wild. You're not with them, are you? Okay, tight. Just checking. I didn't want to start a family feud, you know. Are you guys like? Are you guys seeing anybody? Are you guys together? What's going on here? Huh? You guys are separate. He's like, please don't pretend like we're together. We're separate. Fuck that. You know. But are you guys like dating anyone? Are you, like, you're married? Nice. So tonight's like bros night. Hell yeah, bro. That's what I'm talking about. With your boy Abdul, right? Nice, dude. I hope you guys like. So he got that sweet shit with you, like. Nice. Abdul, I'm curious. Are you with someone? You're married as well, bro? Damn. So I know how you like wooed her. You know what I mean? At one point, she's like, dude, not any more sweets. This is getting insane. I appreciate it, but this is getting too much. So both of you guys are married. Nice. So do you think like some time apart is like legit? Is that you need that like distance? For sure. Okay. The amount of confidence and no break behind that is wild. So you need like maybe like an hour or two. It's like 100%. Yes, for sure. Or else I will die. 100%. And you like definitely let them out of the house. I'm just kidding. All right, bro. So you gotta make sure. You gotta check. And you're not dating anyone. No. I mean, why? Why not? Why no? Why is that such a? You're not into it. All right, doing you. All right, just fucking around. Nice. All right. Do you know that he's a fuckboy? Did you just find that out? You just found out? No. His dad is like, oh, we know he's a fuckboy? Guilty. Get it, Pops? Here's some advice that I get, okay? This is what my brother said. He said this, he said, a healthy relationship is like an accordion. Sometimes the connection is close, sometimes the connection is far apart, but through it all, it's always attached. Isn't that beautiful? It's beautiful, but it's wrong. It's like so wrong. I think a healthy relationship is like an electric keyboard. Make all the noise you want, but plug in your headphones so I don't have to hear that shit. These guys know what I'm talking about, for sure. Speaking of noise, I was at this bar, right? And there was this really cute woman, like just by herself, right? Which is rare. Usually they come in packs. And she's just like flicking her hair. And all of a sudden, some guy, shorter than me, he came up to her and he was like, I like the way you flick your hair. And she was like, thanks, what's your name? Nathan turned into Nate Dogg. I was like, hold up. What? Is that all it takes, just being observant? That's wild. You know? I like the way you sip that drink. And I like the way you're laughing at my jokes. You two want to get out of here later? I don't know, we can try. You meet interesting people at bars. I was sitting next to this guy, neurologist. That's brain doctor. And I find the brain fascinating. And so I just asked him this. I was like, dude, give me the craziest patient story you got. And he was like, all right, I got a patient, half a brain, and you wouldn't even know it. I was like, what? What do you mean by, like, what? And he's like, I got a patient. He's got a wife, 2 kids, half a brain, and he functions totally normal. And I was like, yo, I don't have any of that, and I have a whole brain. That's not good. I gotta, what? So then I was like, wait a minute, like his left side is missing or his right side? As if I would know like what that would do, you know? And he's like, his backside. I was like, dude, you are blowing the backside of my mind right now. This is nuts. So I was like, wait, how does this work? Like, explain the science. And he was like, listen, it's getting late. I'm gonna pay for my drink, but if I see you here again, you know, I'll let you know. I was like, all right, cool. And then he leaves. And the second he left, I thought to myself, was this guy playing me the entire time? Was he looking at me like, how is this guy so gullible? Like, this guy has half a brain for sure. I feel like the next bar he went to, he was just kind of like, yo, I got a patient. No brain. Absolute genius. I barely drink, honestly. Like, I'm not much of a drinker. And it sucks because, like, you know, like 90% of dates are at bars, right? The other 10% are in my bedroom. This guy knows what I'm talking about. That's right. Maybe a little tag team. All right. Weird. I'm just kidding. I live in a studio. It's like drier than my laundromat. Forget it. It's bad. No, I try to be cool. I try to like know what I'm doing, right? Like I go up to the bar and I'm like, I'll have a gin and tonic. But then every now and then the bartender is just like, what kind of gin? I'm like, you got me. I don't. Oops. One time I was on a date and I was like, what would you like to drink? And she was like, I'll have a Hendrick's gin olive martini dry. I was like, all right, that wasn't a drink, that was a haiku. She will have a Coke with rocks. Bartender's like, do you mean on the rocks? I'm like, whatever's cheaper. I don't care. Let me tell you why dating is the hardest it's ever been, okay? Because life is so convenient, okay? The easier life is, the more convenient life is, the harder it is to date. I can't tell you how many times I've gotten this text, right? Hey, Nathan, you're like a really great guy, but I just don't feel a spark. Sorry. Greatness is not enough. LeBron James status, not enough. You need a spark, too. What a luxury, you know? You think our parents had that luxury? I know our grandparents didn't, right? Could you imagine that? Hey, listen, Mendel, you're like a really great mensch, but I just don't feel a spark. Sorry. Oh, you don't feel a spark, Hanalea? Okay, well, the Nazis are coming, so let me know if you feel sparks, okay? So I'm a Jew, and yeah. No, I wanna marry a Jewish chick. I do. No, I do. Not too Jewy. Not too Jewy. No, because I had a date one time, and I was like, yo, this was fun. Like, maybe we'll do it again sometime. And she was like, God willing. And I'm like, don't bring God into this. Because my friends are texting me, and they're just kind of like, yo, did you bang? And I'm like, God had other plans. He was not willing to let me smash. So it's not even like, you know, and listen, like my Brazilian friend, he gives me shit about it. He's like, oh, what? You think like Jewish chicks are superior? Like, of course not. You know, that's a German thing. And I get it. There's no such thing as a perfect woman. Totally get that. Unless you're a Brazilian Jew. Then it's like, no question. Game over. But no, I'm not that religious. It's purely cultural. Like, I can't tell you the story of Passover, right? But I can make like the best latkes for Passover. And look, if you're not Jewish and you didn't get that joke, don't worry about it. You weren't chosen to get that joke. And if you are Jewish and you didn't get that joke, you're a terrible Jew. You're a bad Jew. But I'm like the worst Jew. It's bad. Like my nephew had a bar mitzvah, and I was at synagogue, right, which is like Jewish church, and I got my prayer book out, and I'm pretending to pray, and all of a sudden this guy like taps my shoulder, and he's like, hey, where are we right now? Like clearly pointing at the book. Hey, where are we right now? And my dumbass looks up, and I'm like, I think we're at Temple Emmanuel right now. You ever say something so dumb that like that person starts thinking they're dumb and like acting dumb just to appease you? He's like, oh, thank you. I wasn't sure what building I was in. Okay. And guess what? We weren't even in Temple Emmanuel. I just said that because it sounded Jewy. Like I just went for it. Let me explain the rationale behind dating a Jewish woman, all right? Or like marrying one, okay? Game night, best time of the week, right? You got your best friends, everyone's pumped. But then someone brings someone that's never played before. So for the next 2 hours, you're not playing the game, you're explaining the game. It's annoying. One might say an inconvenience. That's what marrying outside the tribe feels like, man. It's a lifetime of explaining the game. Right? She'll be like, wait, I don't understand. Why is Hanukkah 8 nights? Because that's how we've been playing the game for the last 2,000 years. Now take your turn, light the menorah, or go directly to jail, Abigail. I'm dating a JJB right now. You guys don't know what JJB means? You don't know? Jersey Jew Broad? My lady, she came up to me and she was like, hey, we've been dating for some time now, so I think it's only right that you meet Simon. And I was like, all right, is Simon like your brother? Like, what do we? She was like, Simon's my dog. And by the way, like that's, we met on the apps and everything. That's like the number one criteria for women. Must love dogs. We all see it. And that's how they write it. Must love dogs. Not like, yo, I like dogs, so it'd be cool if you like dogs. Love dogs or fucking kill yourself. I'm not a dog guy, all right? I didn't grow up with pets. I'm a Steph Curry guy. That's what I grew up with. That's my jam. Okay? But, I was like, all right, you got a dog named Simon. That's chill. That's whatever. And then she was like, well, actually, I have 3 dogs. I hope that's okay. And I was like, of course it's okay. This is before we banged. And, but in my head, I was like, Simon says red flag. Like, that is not good. Not good. I got bit by a dog. Yeah. Has anyone ever been bit by a domesticated wolf? Dude, it was terrible. So, all right, check this out, right? I'm in line, chilling, getting pizza, San Francisco. This is a few years ago. I'm just getting pizza like a gentleman. I'm just like, all right, chilling. All of a sudden, I just feel like a bam. It's like a bop. Now, here's the thing. I didn't see a dog. I didn't see a dog owner. And I'm not proud of this moment, but I just turned around and I was like, what kind of homeless piece of garbage is biting people right now? It's San Francisco. It got weird, okay? All of a sudden, some skater just looked at me. He's like, bro, so sorry, dude. There was this like dog and I was like petting it and it freaked out and then it like bit you. And I'm like, why the fuck did it bite me, bro? It's like, I think it's like your energy or something. I don't know. So the next day, I just like go, I'm chilling on the couch. All of a sudden, my mom is like, "What is that?" And I was like, "I don't know. I think it's just like a dog bite. It's not a big deal." She was like, "A dog bite?" I'm like, "Yeah, why?" She's like, "Did you talk to the owner?" I'm like, "No, I didn't talk to the owner." She's like, "Did you talk to the dog?" "Did I talk to the animal?" "No, I didn't talk to an animal." She was like, "You gotta go to the doctor immediately. You might have rabies." Now I'm pissed because this dog gave me an errand to run. I just wanted pizza. All I wanted was pizza. Now I'm doing chores. So I'm at the doctor's office, right? And he just looks at me and he's like, "Okay, yeah, no, I can definitely probably confirm, most likely identify that it is maybe a dog bite." And I was like, "No, I did not just pay a $50 copay for you to play detective right now. Do some doctor stuff." And he was like, "Okay, well, did you get bit in the city?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Okay, well, look. If you got bit in the city, the chances of you having rabies is like 0.00001%, okay? But if you have rabies and you don't take the shots, you will 100% die, and there is nothing we can do to help you." And then he looked at me and he's like, "So what do you want to do?" At first I felt like a patient, but then I felt like a game contestant. I was like, "Are we serious right now?" So I was like, "No, we should do the shots. Let's do the shots." And he's like, "It's like a multiple day thing. You got to come in 3 times in the span of 3 weeks. You sure you want to do it?" I'm like, "Yes, let's just do it." And then he looked at me and he's like, "Okay, let's do the shots. We'll do the shots." And I'm like, "I don't understand. Is that your dog? Like, why are you mad at me right now?" So he brings out the nurse. Super hot. Dude, smoking hot. And, you take the shots on the butt, right? So she says, I think she was flirting with me. And I figured after the 3rd time, if she's shooting her shot, I should shoot my shot. So I was like, "Hey, listen, if I don't have rabies, you want to get out of here, you know what I mean? Maybe like Coke with rocks, a little gin and tonic, you know what I mean?" She was like, "Okay. But you must love dogs." All right, guys, that's my time. Thank you so much, New York. I love you guys. Have a good night. Thank you.
You can tell them I've been moving different. You can feel it from my cheek. You can tell them I've been moving different. I only got the time for me. Said that I done gave you time in your life. Yeah, we both know that the timing ain't right. Yeah, I've been with my dogs, got us rolling tonight. Yeah, I done gave you time in your life.
Dude, we're keeping that for sure. For sure, dude. Yeah.
Yes.
All right, I think